Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, and today we're going to uncrate the HJC RPHA 90S. HJC, in case you didn't know, is the world's #1 helmet manufacturer. They've been that #1 seat for a number of years. They've been around for decades. They make helmets. They don't make anything else. They're a true helmet manufacturer. They're located in South Korea, make a quality product at an affordable price. And then a few years ago, they decided, hey, we want to play in the ultra premium helmet market. We're going to come out with a luxury line called the RPHA series. That's what's sitting in front of me. This is their ultra premium modular, the RPHA 90S, and it is really lightweight, packed with features. It comes in both a fiberglass shell construction and a full carbon fiber construction. Otherwise, the helmets are identical, the 90S carbon and the 90S. We're going to look at the carbon, but be assured if you're shopping for the fiberglass version, all the bells and whistles are the same. The fiberglass comes in at about $460, whereas you'll pay upwards of $600, $630 for a full carbon fiber shell. This is the Balian blue in front of me. Really cool looking. Usually when you go carbon fiber, you don't get a graphics package like that. It's even got a little bit of a metallic in the paint here. Let's talk about weight. That's what you're paying extra for in the full carbon fiber. This helmet weighs 3.3 pounds, which is really rare air for a modular helmet. The fiberglass is upwards of 3.6 pounds, so still very lightweight for a modular, but a bit heavier than the carbon fiber. When we have someone calling up looking for a lightweight modular helmet, we tell them those things don't usually go together, but there are a few options. Most of them are even more expensive than this guy in front of me. So this is our go-to. This thing really will have all the features you want, and if weight savings is a priority for you at 3.3 pounds, full modular, you'll be stoked. Intermediate oval fit, fits true to size. Order, the normal size you take in HJC. If you haven't worn an HJC, go by the sizing chart. They run pretty true. Remember, if you do have a problem with fit, Speed Addicts covers the return shipping. So truly risk-free shopping if you buy your HJC helmets from Speed Addicts. DOT rating on this. The helmet is Bluetooth ready. We'll go into that in a little bit more detail later. It's made to work with the HJC Smart Communication systems. It's actually made by Senna. The 10B and 20B is an affordable way to get into comm system. If you want that, this is ready to go. Okay, let's jump in top to bottom and show you what we're working with the 90S. We start with ventilation. So, intake. You got a big forehead intake vent. Easy to work with a glove. It's just one big switch here. Okay, straightforward. All the way on or all the way off. There's nothing in between. In the back, you have your exhaust with a switch. That is unusual. Not all helmets. Actually, it's very, very rare that the exhaust port will actually have a switch on and off. You have intake and exhaust to pull the cool air, or pull the cool air in and push the hot air out. And because it's a modular helmet, you always got the full ventilation system by flipping this up and really adding some cool air. My point about the exhaust, the exhaust being switchable and that being an unusual feature. This is great if you're really doing some serious touring and you're riding in cool temps. To be able to completely shut off your ventilation is nice in those cold temps. Okay, up in the front we have more ventilation, typical chin bar vent. Again, they're using these big panels, easy to get your fingers on and switch on or off. Okay, let's look down at the face shield locking mechanism. So you have all the way closed, and you're going to have to pinch that and lift to get this open. It also has an extra black switch here that is a safety. If you slide that over to the other side, you won't be able to pinch it or open it. So really secure visor mechanism on this thing. It is anti-scratch and 95% UV blocking. It is also set up for a PinLock insert, which they include, which is nice at this price range. You kind of expect that because other companies don't, and you have to pay $50, $60 for a PinLock insert. What is a PinLock insert lens? Well, it is a lens that installs on the inside of your face shield, creating a dual pane system that manages the temperature differential between the outside and inside, eliminating fog and allowing you to see where you're going if you're in foggy conditions. They do clip in and out, so you don't have to run it all the time if you don't want to. That's the PinLock guy. Okay, they also have a nice breath guard here. You can pull that in and out, but I don't see why you would. Some of this front ventilation is getting buffered up onto your face shield to keep it clear, and so you can turn that on and off with the same switch. Let's show you the modular action here. So the modular system is activated by a switch in the front, pretty typical. Nice smooth action, solid. Once it gets in the upright position, it really snaps into place. And same with the closing position. The beading on the face shield is nice and tight, so it's going to keep out wind, water, whatever you run into. And yeah, modular's real nice. Between stoplights, you can pop that open, get some air. Or if you're just cruising around town, same thing. You want to see the sights and get some more airflow, you can flip that up real easy. Sunshade is included here, so that's going to give you lots of versatility in different lighting conditions. The mechanism for that is located here on your left side, not your throttle side, but your left side, right? So you can work that just like so. If you don't use this, you can also remove it, save a little extra weight if you're not interested in that sun protection. This helmet is made to work with most eyeglasses, so if you're a prescription wearer or you just want to rock sunglasses, most of them will fit inside the RPHA 90. Let's flip this over and see what we got going on underneath. This helmet is exceptionally quiet, I will say. The reason being, they do a really good job on the entry port. You're going to get a pretty heavyweight helmet sock in the bag. But here's the magic. So most people think helmet noise is coming from the exterior or shell design. Well, that may be true in a lot of cases to some extent. Majority of helmet or riding noise is coming from the bottom of the helmet. So you want to make sure, number one, you get a nice snug fit, allow for some break-in. Most helmets will break in about 10 to 15% over their lifetime. Get a snug fit, number one. Number two, get a helmet with a real nice seal around your the bottom of your head. And this helmet, the 90S, accomplishes that with a nice lip on their cheek pad. This neck roll is really going to extend and keep that noise out down around your head. And they also have it connected to your chin strap. So this is something you see on a good touring helmet. It's going to cut down on that road noise, which will save your ears if you're traveling miles and miles, right? In addition to the neck roll as you see it here, they have not only a chin curtain, which is pretty standard. Okay, people have seen a chin curtain before. That keeps some of the air and noise out of the front of the helmet. They also have like a full neck curtain that extends even beyond that. Helpful in really nasty weather or if you want the quietest configuration possible. Those are included free of charge in the box. Also, while we're down here, let's talk about the comm system. So you're going to see this. This is the compartment for the HJC Smart right here. Okay, so the computer mounts up on the side. The battery and speakers mount inside the helmet and inside here. So fully enclosed communication system. The 10B is right around 140, whereas the 20B goes up about $100 from there. The 10B is good for one rider to one rider, as well as taking calls, listening to your music, that sort of stuff. So it's a good entry-level point if you're looking for a comm system. The 20B is a full mesh system, so if you're riding with a bigger group, you'll want to go with the 20. We have a video on the Smart system, so you can check out that in more detail there. Okay, let's pop out some cheek pads and show you what's inside. What you're going to notice is, number one, you're going to see speaker pockets behind these cheek pads for that comm system like I was telling you about. And then you're also, behind the comfort headliner, you will see the ventilation system in more detail and what they've done to keep you cool. Really stout cheek pad system. This is not your typical, right? You see how big this panel is and this extra material they put on this cheek pad to wrap right around the bottom of your head and keep out the noise. Nice soft micro suede. This material is antimicrobial and wicking, and just a nice place to be. There you go. Okay, step one. You're also going to see the routing for the microphone here. Okay, so you wire in your boom mic around there, And you got your speaker pocket right there ready to go. Let's get this comfort liner out of the way. HJC backs up the RPHA series with a full 5-year warranty, which is longer than the standard HJC warranty. So you're investing more in the RPHA line, they're going to give you a longer warranty. So 5 years is about 3 years longer than average. And that's a real good idea, especially when it comes to modular helmets. You know, when you have introduced moving parts like this sunshade or this chin bar mechanism, you know, you put miles on this stuff, things can happen, and it's nice to know you're covered with a full 5-year warranty when you're going to invest upwards of $400 in one of these 90Ss. All right, so you see those channels in there. You're going to see channels and ports. That allows that cool air that's moving through the helmet, through the ventilation system, to actually reach your scalp and keep you nice and cool. Another nice part, they got the double D-ring closure, and they've actually used anodized D-rings on there, so that's kind of a little nice touch they do on some of the RPHA series. All right, gang, so if you're looking for ultra premium modular and especially lightweight, quiet modular, the RPHA 90S is a good place to look. Head over to spx.com to shop for all your HJC helmets. We appreciate you guys watching. Come back to see what's in the crate next time, and don't forget to subscribe.